Happy Monday, everybody. I'm here with a new movie review. It's been a little while. But last night I watched Ravenous, which came out in 1999, and it's been on my list for a little while, so I finally got around to watching it. Um, I first heard about it just this last fall during Women in Horror Month. I believe I first heard about it on the Faculty of Horror podcast, and then I saw it on several Women in Horror lists because it was directed by a woman, Antonia Bird. And it is about cannibalism during the Mexican-American War, which is obviously a very serious topic. But one thing I did not know about this movie is that it's actually not just a straight horror, but a black comedy. And so I hadn't done a lot of research. I had just heard it was a good movie, and so I went in kind of blind. And I feel like maybe a lot of people did, and maybe that's why this movie struggled a little bit at the box office, and that's why I've never heard of it, even though it's a very good movie. The soundtrack is the first thing that will really throw you off. At times it's very cinematic, and at other times it has like electronic beats, and it's very like repetitive, and it's just a little strange. And at first I was very confused, and I thought, wow, whoever scored this movie just didn't get it. Like I'm very confused. I don't know how to process this. And then as I went along, I actually realized that that soundtrack is sort of a genius cue and an important piece of storytelling to let you know that, hey, this isn't a straight serious movie. And I think the soundtrack actually becomes very important in the rhythm of the film. So, as I said, this is a movie about cannibalism, and it features one of my favorite kind of legends in American storytelling, which is the Wendigo, or the Wendigo, depending upon who you are talking to. But I really appreciated that aspect of it. I always love a good Wendigo story. See Pet Sematary. Well, not the movie, the book. The use of the Wendigo in Pet Sematary, the book, is frightening. So, anyway, again, I feel like the marketing for this movie, I believe, is probably what was its downfall, because it was a $12 million movie. So, it was a mid-budget movie. The studio invested some time and effort into this, but it didn't do well. And I think it's because, horror comedy is always very difficult to market. And this is not like a Shaun of the Dead or a Tucker and Dale versus Evil or something you can really lean into, because it is gory and it is horror. And it just has these little really dark moments sprinkled in. I kept coming across these thinking, was that supposed to be funny? Was that a funny moment? And then as I went along and caught more of the rhythm of the film, I realized, yes, that was supposed to be funny. This is a comedy, albeit a black comedy. So I feel like this movie would have benefited maybe from like a Quentin Tarantino style marketing. The poster is just very straightforward, like serious horror. And I feel like if we would have had some, big bold type, maybe some graphic, not graphic gory, but graphic like art style images, I feel like, it would have helped sell this movie a little better. And in the future going forward, if they do any new artwork, I think that's the direction they need to go. Cutting a trailer would be much harder, but either way, that ship has sailed. But I would suggest watching it, and I don't know if I have now spoiled it for you or if I've prepared you, because I kind of liked the journey I had, where I was like, oh, I don't know about this, is weird, I feel like this is not put together well, to, oh no, this is intentional, this is something different and unique. But I feel like a lot of people would kind of give up on this because of a little bit the interesting tone. But I would say give it a shot. It is much like, I kept thinking, this is like The Revenant if The Revenant decided to be a little goofy. So I think that can only be a good thing. So if you've seen Ravenous, I would love to know what you think about it. If you do watch it, I would also love to know what you think about it, how you feel about the music. Did you think it was funny? Did you not think it was funny? And again, it's not funny, not ha-ha funny. It's like, oh, this is super gory and serious, and then, oh, what? Oh, but that's a little funny. So anyway, I feel like this review has been a little offbeat and a little odd, as is Ravenous. So I think it's appropriate. But I hope you'll watch it and let me know what you think. See you guys next time.